After 300 years without a Soulset episode, because of Danganronpa laziness, we're finally back. If you don't remember what last happened, we found the note with Shira that says find the soul stone on the table. We then decided to hide it and wait for people to wake up. Marco has now come through the room. There you go, that's a summary and everything that's happened. Not everything, but you get the gist. Oh, you're here. I am. That's not a very nice way to greet someone, Jesus. Oh, hey, how did things go for you? It's a point I need to fucking turn the volume down. Silly me, because otherwise it gets copyright claimed. Apris is more stubborn than I thought. I was foolish to think I'd be able to convince him to drink the potions with me. Is he not with you? He actually fell asleep. He fell asleep without drinking the potion. I guess he was tired. I figured it wouldn't hurt to leave him alone for a moment. So what he means is he threw sleeping powder on him, because there's no way Apris would willingly go to sleep. So, now we wait for Yvonne and Shira to wake up. Remember, because he's possessed by a fucking demon. Are they still upstairs? I think so. I can go and check on them. Maybe Apris woke up in the meantime as well. Maybe? Sure. No suspicious reactions so far. Surely, I just figured it must have been Marco who placed the note, whatever. I'm sorry if we kept you waiting. I believe that might have been my fault. Your fault? Yvonne was... well, it turns out she's a heavy sleeper. I woke up a lot earlier than she did. I'm sorry about that. Nobody knew how long these potions were supposed to work on us to begin with, so you don't have to apologize or anything. So they're saying they drank it. More importantly, do you remember anything? Sadly, we didn't. I get the feeling that no one can remember anything with these potions, and they're not memory potions at all. So much for that then. How about you? We didn't remember a thing either. So much for Marco's whole plan. Marco said that Apris didn't even want to touch his potions, so in the end all of this got us nowhere. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Huh. So, Marco should say something about the potions being flavoured. Should, not that he will. We just found something on our way downstairs. Take a look at this. It's not a note, is it? Excuse me? We hid this. How on earth has it appeared again? A soul stone? This note, it's the exact same note we found on the table earlier. I saw Shira putting it into one of the books with my own eyes. There's no way it could have gotten to the hall on its own. No, it means that Marco is up to mischief, but we've known that for ages. Does this mean it's a duplicate of their two notes now? No. Shira must be as confused about this as I am. Marco came in earlier and didn't see. Okay, first things first, everybody calm the hell down. Let us go over the facts. Someone had to write this note and place it upstairs, meaning that it must have been somebody from our little group of 6. Either that, or there's still someone in this mansion whose presence we're not aware of. Yeah, guys, we know this. Marco and Apris were the ones who found the notes on their way downstairs. Marco and Apris were the ones who found the... Wait, what? I pressed space and nothing happened. However, Yvonne and Shira went down just a minute before then, right? Right. We didn't see any note, though, and we passed Mr. Marco on our way. So there are actually two options here. Either Yvonne and Shira working together and left the note for Marco and Apris to find, claiming that they didn't see it, or Marco himself left the note, and then acted surprised to find it together with Apris on his way down. It's Marco. Even if we didn't know what we know, Marco came down first, saw that the note wasn't there, and walked back up and then came back down. Depends when he would have placed it, I guess. Alright, but it was definitely Marco. Okay, we know this shit. Great deduction, Shira. I also see a third option in all of this, though. Oh, like what? Perhaps Yvonne and Shira didn't see the note because it was hidden behind an illusion. I do remember someone trying to play around with illusion magic when we were drawing the cards, now that you mention it. Okay, time out! I'll admit you make a good point, but I didn't do it. Mariko was with me the whole time, so I'm pretty sure she'd notice if I tried pulling anything suspicious behind her back. Not unless she was carefully watching you for every single second. Well, maybe I'll find her attractive enough to do so. Did you think of that? With a bit of skill and good timing, something like this would be easy to arrange, even with people around. You know, I'm still wondering about one thing. How do you know so much about how illusion magic works? You need to have a few tricks up your sleeve as well. Knowledge and practice are two different things, Shira. So you say. I don't believe you. I don't believe him either. Is it too early to just suggest that we put him on a stake and kill him? Is it, like, too early? Or can we just do it now anyway? Ugh, I don't know what to do. The feeling is mutual then. In the end, we'll just be running in circles trying to figure this out. For all we know, everyone in this room might be familiar with illusion magic and hiding it. Unless someone decides to confess, we can assume everything. It said anything, but, like, you know, you get the point. So it's just so it's out there. I feel like I should know what a soul stone is. Yeah, okay, I definitely know this. And then we have a bit of a chat, and then ask who goes where. I can search out in the courtyard. Do you want me to go with you? No, you should stay away from me. I will head down to the basement then. Seems like the first logical place to search in, to me at least. Would anyone mind if Miss Shira and I search the library? You'd like to stay here? Unless you don't want to. No, it's more than fine with me. So that leaves Mariko and I with the hole in the bedrooms. That's fucking... Marco went first. Which means that we've got, like, the bad end of this regardless. We're not going to find anything. If anybody has anything under their bed that they don't want us to see, now's the time to speak up. Watch out for monsters. I thought you weren't I fucked that up. I was gonna say, I thought you weren't gonna be in your room. But then fucked it. And cats. Oh boy. Just so it's out there, we did find the first note in the library. I'd like to check it out again just to make sure if it's really a duplicate. But we can't do that as long as Shira and Yvonne are in the library. We'll have to wait for the right moment to go to do that. I can categorically tell you that you're right and you don't need checking. Either way, in regards to what Marco pointed out earlier, I know it might have sounded suspicious to you. But you don't suspect me of putting some kind of illusion spell on that second note and leaving it there for someone to find later on, do you? No. You're aware that your trust defies all logic, right? Because Marco did have a good point. I could have easily have done it. As you already heard, I'm no stranger to illusion magic of such kind. I can admit to that much, just between you and me. You wouldn't be telling me this now if you didn't trust me at least a little bit yourself, would you? I won't deny nor confirm that. And you're right, the odds are against you. But did you really do it? I believe you didn't. Unless you are a way better actor than I could have possibly have imagined. Look, she appears to be the only rich one. Maybe she was sent to acting school or stage school. Did you think of that? But the things you say or do seem genuine enough to me. You don't give people much credit, do you? Shira. You shouldn't let your guard down so easily is all I'm saying. You know what? Everyone has fucking told me this in this game so far. You shouldn't let your guard down so it's like, okay, like, God's sake. Stop it. Still, if you're deciding to trust me, then thanks. Oh? Who would have thought? I didn't expect her to be so nice all of a sudden. Just don't get me wrong, I don't want you letting your guard down because we're getting along or something. Don't become biased. We still have a lot of mysteries to unfold. Is this where she turns out to be the axe murderer all along? Probably not. Of course! So, where do you want to head first? Where do we want to head first? Should we check the bedrooms? Doesn't matter, there's nothing there. Shira? I think I just saw something. Where? Wait, this wall here. Oh, is this the magical illusion door? Shira, did you just walk through it? I totally did. This bloody wall is an illusion. No, wait, can I also? Probably. Let me guess, a door and a padlock. Ah, I'm a fucking genius. That's my problem. Welcome to the other side. I got chills all of a sudden. No kidding. We should let the others see this. Alright, so we know what happens here roughly, right? What did you come up with this time? Shut up and watch. Everybody, take a look at this wall. She had to gather everyone around to do like a massive grand opening of the illusion wall. Like, come on, it's just a wall. There's actually a hidden passage behind it. A hidden passage? We've never noticed it up until now because it's warded with an illusion spell. Observe. You know, after having a go at Marco and magic and saying that he knows more than he lets off, finding this looks suspicious as hell, doesn't it? Whatever, interesting, isn't it? You know, the days of finding Ishin the dragon with us seem rather far away. You're right, we could just walk through it, just like that. There's a short corridor here. There's just one problem with it. It doesn't look like the door will budge. It's pretty solid and has a padlock on it. So we might have a hard time breaking through unless our friendly giant Apris can surprise us. Those nicknames of yours are just annoying. Well, at least he's now not going to be as tired. He's at least slept. Apris. Still grouchy, but you can't have everything. Wait, a padlock? Yeah, okay, we've definitely seen all this. And then finding here, and then the food. What did Thingy say she wanted? Please tell me it's just beer. Again, veggies, because I don't know, there's something about anyone who calls them like veggies unironically. I've said this before, but I'm going to reiterate it. You should definitely not trust them anymore. If they call them veggies, it means that they still have the mentality of a 2-year-old, or they're with children. If they're with children, it's fine, they can call them veggies. But if they're not, then they're trying to make them seem different. I don't know, just call them vegetables. It's not that fucking hard. Sounds like something with meat would be good. Then he looks completely different. Oh, this is where Shira and Marco have the argument, right? So we need to take Shira's side, presumably. You saying all that makes it incredibly creepy, because this is, what if Shira is a detective in disguise? What if the truth isn't that complicated, because I like the Occam's razor theory? Tea, for fuck's sake. Oh, I want beer! God damn it. Tea. Just give me some fucking tea. Okay, that's enough. It's, the locked door that was the issue. It wasn't the locked door that was the issue? Exactly. Oh, no, it was the locked door that was the issue. This is different dialogue. The hidden wall isn't that much of an issue, since it is visible from one side only. The illusion doesn't show a wall from the kitchen side, it's just a normal corridor, meaning that Marco Shira could have passed it without even noticing. So following that particular train of thought, you're either in conspiracy with Marco or with me. And who the hell said she couldn't be in conspiracy with both of you? I think... in conspiracy? You don't mean in cahoots? I've never heard the term in conspiracy before. Didn't you two stick together when we investigated the mansion at the beginning? I knew something seemed weird about the way you two looked at each other. What the heck are you on about? Mr. Apris, I believe he might be misinterpreting some signs. If you're talking about the time he was trying to hit on me, I had no part on it. What? I wasn't hitting on you. Oh, sure you weren't. Do you think I'm deaf and blind? Well, I best not answer that. You're being delusional. Forget I even brought it up. Shit, did I go too far? You should follow him, Miss Shira. Yeah, as long as you get your mind out of the gutter. Huh? Don't even deny it. Well, that was a bunch of accusations from Apris that we've never heard. Normally he's just sort of grouchy. He's not straight up, you did it! You know, like, that is different. Oh yeah, there's still the blood stain over there. So, that was stupid of me, kind of, you know, and stuff. So what I want to say is there's blood here. Yeah, we know all this. Someone should treat you for that. That's Shira, I think, right? I could try and help if... Don't be ridiculous, I'm fine. Oh, right, something's wrong with Marco. I can't remember. It's probably just fatigue. Oh, is it a headache? Mr. Marco, does that mean you're tired? Has you been pushing yourself? Not really. This isn't something any of you should trouble yourselves with. Blah, blah, blah. He has a headache. Everything hurts. Is he talking about our finger? Oh, no. He's talking about the barrier. Once the barrier dissolves, you die. Or once you've been in here for a certain amount of time. Oh, no. How do we get out? That's the tricky part, because I have no idea. Yeah, okay, we know all this. Is she suspicious of us? Just so it's clear, I'm not taking a bath with anyone but myself, no hard feelings. Sorry, Mariko, but that applies to you as well. May I ask about the reason? I'm just trying to stay on the safe side. Being in a water-filled room with just a single person is potentially dangerous. Fun and games aside, you can't be sure about my intention, and I can't be sure about yours. You're worried I might want to drown you? If you want a different answer, we barely met. I don't trust you enough to be running around naked in front of you. Wow, Shira. Humour me here. I don't know what the right fucking answer is. Like, I'm glad there's so many save slots. Like, look at all this shit. Like, Jesus Christ. We should do this. So I will. I'm glad we understand each other. While we're at it, I'm sure as hell not staying alone with this guy. Yeah, you don't trust me, I know. The fact that I paired with you clearly means I want to stab you in the back when you least expect it. I think out of all the people, he's going to be the least of an issue. No, that's a lie. That's quite literally the opposite of what he is. He's still possessed by a demon at this point. So, actually like Yvonne's idea, even if Shira doesn't want to join us. I might have trouble changing my bandages, so I'd appreciate some help with that. And while I do trust Yvonne, I wouldn't mind Mariko joining us. Especially if Shira doesn't want to go with her. I definitely don't mind that either. What about you, Miss Mariko? Would you join us? Take them up on the offer. It should be more safe with the three of you. And what makes you say that? Well, if either of you were to have some bad intentions, the third person could always intervene. Aren't you forgetting about one of your theories where Yvonne and Shira could be working together? Wouldn't that make things worse? With all due respect, I'm injured, even if I wanted to drown anyone. Trying anything of the sort would be idiotic in my condition. Well, you could just be lying, who knows? And I mean no harm to anyone. I'll be by the door. If I hear any suspicious noises, I will storm in and someone will end up getting their ass kicked. Are we clear? Very clear. Are you sure it wouldn't be easier for you to simply join us? Yes, I'm sure. Now shoo, off into the water with you. And back to this scene. Marco was right, it does look like a stab wound. We know all this. What's this? A coping mechanism? Just be imagining things because I need to defend her. Well, that was a nice episode back to Soulset. I don't get it. Every time I come back to this game, I always like, God, why am I not playing this more? God damn it.